Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Happy Sunday, and welcome to the newest edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk by way of the Queens of the Ring. I'm here with my boxing besties. Yes, it's all three of us today. Okay. Of course, we have the illustrious Boxiana Blondie, the Menace. Yeah. And then we have our special correspondent. Lady J is in the house. How are you doing?
Hey friends, I missed y'all yesterday, honey. I was clocked in at the job.
She go just that fast over there cutting up and then disappeared. Just
They, you know,
bam.
they get her every time she about to act up.
They know when she gonna do it. I think they know when she's gonna do it because she was telling us before we hopped on here how bad she was gonna be today. So brace
Yeah,
yourselves.
y'all in
Okay.
for it.
That's your warning. Brace yourselves. Y'all, come on in, come on in, come on in the room. Excuse me. I have this cough drop in my mouth because I'm still fighting this upper respiratory infection and whatnot. They got you, friend.
If y'all didn't want me here, just say that. I wouldn't have showed up today. Jesus. I wouldn't even hear 37 seconds and you're already getting rid of me. I didn't even do anything this time. I literally was just sitting here.
I think they know what's coming.
It's coming today. Good. Go and kick me off right now then, because it's only going to get worse from here then. Shit. It's up today.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in the room. We got a lot to cover, so we ain't gonna play around today. We getting right to the nitty gritty. We had wonderful fights yesterday from the sun up to the sundown. Let me just say something to PBC. I enjoyed the hell out of that card, but some kind of way, y'all misjudged the timing of that thing because we was fighting for our lives to stay up. Okay. However, every fight on that main card, including the snooze fest, it wasn't a snooze fest. It just put me to sleep. I was fighting through that Resendez fight. But the mother fights, top tier, A1 entertainment. Okay. We'll do a small recap of yesterday's fight with in Japan with Inoue and Nakatani because our good sister wasn't here on yesterday when we talked about that. Janae, what were your thoughts on that fight?
Yes, friend. You and I were up at the crack of dawn for that one. And I begrudgingly, that's a big word for Elmo. I begrudgingly had to admit that I could have kept my eyes shut. And not that it was a bad fight. I think we're so used to it being action packed that wasn't the fight that we were expecting. I thought at first Inoue really struggled with trying to find his range because Nakatani had the longer reach. But then in the later rounds, he found it. We got some good uppercuts, some head snappers, some head bangers. Nakatani did not do what I thought he was going to do. I don't know if the lights were too bright. I don't know if he was scared. But he looked a little slow and like a step behind the whole fight. So that's really my 2 cents about it. I could have stayed asleep and watched the clips. That's really all I got. Oh. And I have to make one small comment. Terrence Crawford is the worst dressed man in America.
Bud was over there dressed like a ghetto samurai. That shit was hilarious to me. He had on the ghetto baby daddy baby shower clothes. I was like, Bud. Ooh.
You know, with Budrick, it's hit or miss. And he had been doing so well, for a little while. but it seemed like he went back to those Augusta, um, those Augusta grits they used to talk.
It ain't on him, friend. It's in him. It ain't never gonna go nowhere. Just imagine when Budrick turns about 50. My God, today.
Man, G-Ball, you
Well,
right on
I
time.
don't
You right on time. Go ahead.
I don't know that he's ever had an outfit that was a hit. Um, but for Japan and their fashion, that wasn't it.
No.
And that's what happens when you don't have a good woman in your life.
You know, this is gonna be the messy hour. I can guarantee you that. Don't worry about it.
I feel like
Well,
my internet acting a little slow because it knows I'm about to
cut up too.
I'm
Y'all
about
about
to
to just
join the
really cut
train.
up today.
It's gonna be one of those shows today, friend. It's been warm outside. The Hennessy was warm today, and guess who drank some?
Okay. Well, listen, welcome. Okay. Welcome one, welcome all. Thank you guys for tuning in. And welcome to our listeners. I forget sometimes to shout the folks out that actually listen to us on the streaming apps, the Spotify's, the Apple Musics, the Amazon Musics. Thank you guys for listening. Download them. If you're in the chat right now and you're watching us on YouTube, please do us a solid and go download our episodes also on the listening apps. But thank y'all for joining us here on YouTube. We love to have y'all in the Queen's Court. Random Thoughts, thank you so much for being here. Royal Mess 89, what's going down? Black Attack 800 is in the house. Shogun 7664 is here. My guy, 817, Mr. Talk Too Much. How you doing? Good to see you again. JC Pennywell is in the house. Hey, Loud Pack Bob, what's going down? Raiders Nation is here today. Pablo Escobar is in the house. Hey, El Fury, what's going on? Rico Wade is here. Mo 2013 is in the house. How you doing? I know you still on your Michael Jackson binge. Me too. Robert Singleton is here. Yeah, like my friend said, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that the Queens are on, right? In living color. Chris, thank you for being here. The messenger used to be 219, but you just 191 today. Anyway, thank you so much for coming through. Stephen Eldermack, how you doing? And Just GT is here. Who else we got? Unknown Source. Who are you? Unknown Source. 1729. What is your name? Hey, G-Ball.
Hey,
How you
Banner.
doing? Who else we got in here? Sheldon Holmes is here. Who else is here? Hey, Outcast. How you doing? Bella Faith is in the house. Hey, cousin. What's up? Y'all, come on in. Hit that like button on your way in. We're about to jump right into it. This was a monstrous weekend, and I do mean that literally and figuratively. Okay. We had two of boxing's monsters in the ring this weekend. And Lil Monster, he won his fight, but he didn't win like we are used to seeing him win. Okay. But he won the fight. It was an easy, it wasn't hard to score. You know, he didn't do anything that he's known for doing. But he did beat Nakatani, and it wasn't like a controversial win for him. So on to the next. I know people are trying to figure out what he's doing next. I do want to ask both of you ladies, what do you want next for Monster? He says he has one more fight down at 122, and then he's moving to 126. Angelo Leo is fighting this weekend coming up. So if he moves to 126, that could be a potential fight for him in the future if he keeps his belt to get acclimated to 126. I wouldn't put him in with Espinoza or Shushu first, for that matter. We'll see. What do y'all think for him next? Janae?
Nick, you don't want to see him in. Okay, all right. I ain't gonna just smash the gas.
Smash
I ain't
it.
gonna
Go
smash
ahead.
the gas.
Smash it. Smash it.
Yeah, no. Um, yeah, go ahead and do him up. Go ahead and do Shushu up at 126. Go ahead and clean it out. The only person that I think that Inoue will have a hard time with is Espinoza. Because he's tall, he's rangy, and he can also punch. I mean, crack.
Big crack.
The rest of them, clean them out. Clean them out. Clean them out. Clean them out.
Okay. So, he says he's fighting one
it.
more time at 122. So, do you think that's going to be somebody we're not familiar with already at 122? Or do you think there's a potential for Bam Rodriguez to fight at 122 later on this year?
I think there is potential for young Bam. But as I said in our chat, he gonna do him up too. There, in my heart at this moment, is just no one who beats him. Bam has the footwork to keep up with him, but in my opinion, Bam has to work at his opponent a bit. He breaks him down little by little by little, and then he goes for the KO once he's worn you down. Whereas we've seen with Inoue, he has the ability with one punch to change the fight. And so also Bam is smaller. It's like, how long can Bam keep him up off of him before it gets a little dicey? So I'll be excited to see it. But I do think that Robert is going to take a loss that night. I think Bam will not. I don't think he has what it takes to beat Inoue, and that's taking nothing away from him. It's just there's another level beyond a level.
Okay. Boxiana, what do you want next for Naoya Inoue?
Bam is not it. I don't think that like any of the smaller weight dudes can like mess with him. Like he beat Near. You remember that? Remember that? Near was like the big dude at the small weight and he beat the shit out of him. So like I don't want him to fight Bam. I want Bam to like do his thing with the little dudes. Go ahead and go on up. Now, I'll say this. He said he got one more fight at 122. I hope it's just like one unknown ass dude that they pull out of the trenches somewhere. I would like for him to. I don't want to say I don't want to see Shushu fight him. Okay. My concern is Shushu not having enough defense to keep him off of him. But the thing that Shushu got that would help him considerably is his reach. He pumped his jab considerably a lot the whole entire fight. He might be able to like work with something with dealing with Shushu. That is my only concern with him fighting Shu is the defense. Espinoza, the weight bully. He beat him. Espinoza beat Inoue.
Oh, you think so?
I do think so. I do think Espinoza beats him because when he on fight night, he's 147 pounds. Inoue, it does not blow up like that. And I just think on fight night that he won't be able to do anything with that big old man except for double stacked and wraps. That'll be the only thing that he have in his order to be able to beat Espinoza because Espinoza is big. Espinoza is as long as a plane. There is a lot of things going when it comes to Espinoza. He come forward. I don't think Inoue got enough weight. The weight is going to be the issue in that fight. Espinoza beat him. So, I don't know. Wherever he go, it's going to be a tough night regardless. If he fights Shushu, it could possibly be a tough night if Shushu don't go in there and be a fan. Shushu got to go in there and like be disrespectful. We are seeing like some of these fighters show too much respect to other people's power and stuff. Like you can't go in there and show no respect to nobody that you plan to go in there and beat up. So if Shushu can go in there, keep a consistent stick on him, Keep him away from him. Tszyu might be able to do something. Espinosa beat him. Stay down there with the little dude. Stay at 122.
Okay. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. And I see you guys coming in.
Muted.
Thank you so much for coming in. BF, I see you coming
muted.
through. Oh, I'm muted. I'm not muted. No, I'm not. I'm not muted. I'm good. I'm not muted, I don't think. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Okay, so I agree with a little bit of what my friend was saying. However, I will say that I think he has, in a way, has a better chance at beating Espinosa. Only because I think he's way faster than Espinosa. And I think that speed and that hand speed is going to be a little bit too much for Rafael. I think he'll be able to get in and out without getting caught cleanly by Espinosa. Him getting caught cleanly is going to be the question mark for me. But I think he can move around Espinosa. But I will say this, because I said it yesterday. It felt like during those middle rounds, Inoue was taking off some rounds. Like he was pacing himself. I guess he figured at some point Nakatani was going to, press. So it felt like he took some rounds off. I don't know if that was intentional or if he just got tired, if he's slowing down at this age. I don't know. I don't know what that is. So, he's what, 34, 32? How old is Inoue? 33? Somewhere in there. And from what I hear, that's old for the smaller weight classes. So he's only got so many fights left at this point. I know he's moving up to 126. I would say, I was looking at Bia and he said Brandon Figueroa, because I forgot Brandon does have a belt now. He had that great fight. He went over there and got that last minute knockout. I can see him giving Brandon a good fight because Brandon only knows one style of fighting. Anyways, he can get in and get out on Brandon and make him look a little silly. So that's an option. If Aleem is fighting this weekend, then that's certainly an option because they're on the right track to fight each other. They're right in the same time frame of fighting. So I don't know what's next for Monster. He has options, and that's always a good thing. So we'll see. Because one thing he does not do is let a lot of grass grow under his feet. If he's not hurt, he's gonna be fighting. Okay, we know that for sure. He's not waiting no long time to get back in the ring. He's making these fights happen, and that's just what that is. I do not want to see Bam fight him, and I love Bam. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, but not to the fight just yet. We're gonna move on to what came on when we were on live yesterday. Right smack dab in the middle of our live yesterday, we got the press conference that we had been waiting for. Tszyu, Errol Spence Jr. had their first press conference for their July 25th fight. And I got off live and I went back and I watched the entire press conference from the beginning to the end, from the pre-press conference, the no handshake walk by in the hallway. Watched all that. Ladies, a lot has been said since then from fans and other boxers. Janae, did you get a chance to check out the press conference and what did you think about it?
I did. Our friend says this all the time, and it's the truth. Y'all are never happy. Y'all are never happy. Y'all can never be happy. Errol walked past that man, didn't shake his hand, didn't dap him up, told him, we going to war. I'm coming to your country to kick your ass. And y'all cry and complain about the Harold didn't have to walk past him. He could have dapped him up. Wah. But if Errol was playing it all friendly and all cool, then y'all be like, oh, he ain't the same. He doesn't have the same edge. He's not serious. Man, save it for David. I am so excited to see Errol back. He seems like he has that fire and desire inside of him to fight again. I think I had said before, like, I'm not shocked that he's going to Australia. One, because of the timing, but two, he likes stuff like that. It gets him excited. And it's another reason for him to get up for this fight. It's another reason. He said it. He can't wait to go to Australia and kick Tim's ass in front of everyone. And I can't wait for it either. I can't wait for it either. Also, I don't know if y'all could like tell, but Tim still has that nasty little cut under his eye. It's right here. He looked like Nelly without the Band-Aid.
Well,
Boxy says she wants the eye on a chain. I personally would like to see it in a snow globe.
well,
Because Errol is
wasn't it a
coming back
bit?
with the Australian eye.
I thought it was so fitting that all of these stars aligned. Okay, two monsters fought on the same car. I mean, on the same day yesterday. Both monsters snatched eyes on the same day. The original eye snatcher also announced his return. How ironic was that? How ironic was that? Boxiana, how'd you feel about that press conference after you watched the entire thing?
You know, I felt multiple things. The first thing that I felt that I didn't know if it was shag or some dreads, a frontal piece. I don't know. It was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. But one thing I know and two things for sure. A ass whooping is a brewing. Um, Tim said that he was going to end EJ's career, and then decided to try to shake his hand when he see him in person. Sir, we're not friends until after this shit is over. Don't be friendly. I absolutely agree with my friend about that eye, those cuts, and my stance has not changed about Tim. If you watch this show, um, Tim has a very bad case of PTSD. It's severe. He's showing it, and at every fight at this point, he can no longer hide it. When he get cut, when he get hit too hard in the cuts that he's previously had, he forgets how to fight. And then we have a situation where, you know, you boxing fans, while we're here and we're talking about the presser and all of that stuff, um I know y'all little states that y'all are from are really small, and probably six of y'all states can fit in our one state. So you wouldn't understand the fact of how many different like languages and dialects and slangs and country conversations and country codes, versus we have a lot of things out here in our great state of Texas. Y'all ain't gotta think it's great. But one thing I know and two things for sure, yeah, a lot of y'all can't understand what we be saying when we be saying what we be saying. It's because your friend ain't out here. And especially, you ain't from Dallas. So you wouldn't understand how we talk. Sometimes we talk to y'all real fast. Sometimes I get in here and I can talk to y'all real fast. My friend do it too. Sometimes I get in here and I'm talking to y'all just like I'm talking to y'all right now. And I ain't heard y'all one time say, damn, what the hell wrong with Boxiana today? Do she got a speech impediment? I heard somebody say, did Errol sound like James Tony to y'all at the presser? Who? Want James Tony. That's who you were referring to when you're asking if he sounds like James Tony. You can't understand anything James Tony is saying. And it's not because he's from the South. It's because he literally have been punched in the face 2,365,000 times. Like, well, we're not the same, y'all. Like, I want y'all to stop doing him like that every time he get in front of the microphone. Y'all have let this car accident really ruin your brains. This car accident, and then it didn't help that he lost the bud. Y'all forgot the two fights that he won after the car accident. Because he lost the bud, this man is now James Tony because he had a car accident and he lost the budrick. Y'all, and my friend just did something. You gotta remember, the man just got new teeth a couple of years ago. Like, he's learning to function with new teeth. My daddy just got them same new teeth. And he sound like that sometimes. And I be wondering, I'm damn. Because his mouth, he ain't used to them fucking teeth. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, okay? But you must stop. You have convinced yourselves of something that is untrue. Y'all need to wait till after these fights before. Matter of fact, while you're here, my Instagram is Queens of Boxing Talk. That's the only social media that we got right now because the other one is mine, and I'm not giving y'all mine. Drop me your medical degree. Your physical therapy assessments, all of those things, send those to me before you start trying to give a medical assessment on somebody. I don't trust y'all. Some of y'all don't wash y'all ass good. You hide your drawers, the usual business. But you can come in here and say, this man got neurological problems, but you can't wash your ass good. You know what I'm saying? Like, two things do not go together. Okay? So what I advise y'all do, like, refresh y'all brains. Go touch some grass. Do something that matters. Because, like, diagnosing people is not y'all forte. And if you're not from Texas, you never understand. I'm done.
What my friend said, I concur with everything that my friend said. He does sound like his normal self. He was asked the question, and I'm glad that he went into detail answering the question. He says he's fine medically. He had concerns himself about about his health. Apparently, I would assume that he found out that he was cleared and okay to fight, because otherwise he wouldn't be. But he made a point to specifically tell the people why he sounds differently than he did before the accident, because he sounds the exact same that he did before the Bud fight. And it is because the teeth are all new teeth. And he went into greater detail to say there are no spaces in between these new set of teeth. So his S's in different letters sound different when he says them now. If you still are making that same lame argument after the man has gone into detail to explain to you why he may sound a smidget different, fuck you. That's really all that's left to be said at this point. Okay. Another thing that I found very interesting when watching the weigh-in, I was just under the assumption that this was going to be at 154 pounds because that is where Tim had been fighting. However, this fight is at a catch weight of 158 pounds. I don't know if you're new here or not, but I have always said, even when he was champion down at 147, that I felt Errol Spence Jr.'s best weight class would be at 160 pounds. So with this fight being at a catch weight of 158, with 160 being basically wide open at this point, Is this a quote unquote tune-up fight for his return and eventual position at 160 pounds? I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes. That's what I'm going to go out on a limb and say. And I am here for it. I believe he will do his best work at 160. That's just me. I've always felt that way. And I thought I learned something new in that press conference because I thought this fight was going to be at 154 pounds. He also, like I said, he says he wanted to go to Australia. Now, I think that is twofold. I don't know. He said he wanted to go to Australia, so I'm going to take that. I'm going to take him at his word. And I think a little bit of that is because he doesn't want the pressure of what comes with fighting at home in his return fight. Go ahead, Fred.
And Tim needs to shut the fuck up. Because when you decide to put a microphone in front of your mouth, you don't tell your game plan, sir. Your game, you shouldn't be hoping that Errol Spence has jet lag. You shouldn't be. Do you realize that man had to go to the UK to fight Kell Brook? Do you think he went over there the night before?
And what's even dumber about Timothy saying that is the fact that the fight is still going to be fought at a time zone that is in the favor of Errol Spence Jr. because it's going to be fought. Well, no, it's not. I'm lying. They'll be fighting early in the daytime, and it'll be at night for us to see. So
I don't give a damn who Tim Daddy. He keeps changing trainers because he ain't confident in himself no more. Whoever the fuck, get that goddamn white towel ready, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be Petey Pablo around this bitch, North Carolina and Australia. Okay, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Tim talking. If Tim get beat by Errol, he getting a job when we come in here on Sunday.
ooh.
Because what Tim is doing at this point, he's allowed himself to go through. This is going to be the fourth fight where a cut has allowed him to not look his best. You're getting the damn job. And I'm going to come in here with my white towel and wave that bitch over my head, just like I was doing the night of the fight. I'm just letting them know in advance because, folks be watching this show. I'm telling you in advance, pass it along. The white towel coming out for you, Timothy. Your daddy, whoever, come with you. Your new trainer, whoever.
And that was another thing that we learned. We speculated that he was with Ronnie Shields, but it was confirmed also yesterday that is indeed Errol Spence Jr.'s new trainer, Ronnie Shields. Also, I see in the chat a lot of people saying let Earl collect some checks because Earl did say that, he wants to fight big fights, not necessarily for belts. And I just thought it was an overall really good showing from him. We hadn't seen him in a while. We hadn't heard from him in a while. And the people that did the press conference, they asked him some really good questions. And he was even asked some really good questions out after the press conference, walking through the crowd. We got to hear his take on Jermell Charlo, which was very interesting. We also got to hear his take on I lost my train of thought. Well, we got to hear his take on Jermell Charlo. We got to hear him explain why he sounds a little differently than what people remember. We also got to hear him talk about something else. But we were just happy to hear him and hear from him. Oh, that was the other thing. We got to hear him talk about some of the newer fighters, the younger fighters, and their obsession with money and fame versus being champions. And he said, he put it very plainly, and he's absolutely correct. When you young and you hungry and you coming into boxing, you coming into boxing, of course you coming to make some money. That goes without saying. But when you really get into boxing, you coming in to be a champion. So to hear these people who haven't accomplished anything say they don't care nothing about the belts, I question your heart for boxing in general. Because if you don't want to be a champion, if you just here for the money and you a boxer, you're not gonna get to that. Because you got to be good to get to the bag. You have to. And if you get into the bag, you're gonna have to be in some type of championship caliber fight. So I love the way he explained that belts may not mean the same to him at 36 than they do to somebody at 26. And that's just the reality of the matter, because all things are not created equal. So I love that he spoke on that. But yeah, let's us talk about that little nugget that he gave us about why Jermell Charlo ain't fighting yet. Cause he dropped the
I
whole
told y'all, I gave
you
you to Tuesday is coming. My dates ain't never wrong when it comes to the dark cloud. He heard that shit yesterday. You know, it got to marinate for a couple of days for him real good so he can really, really get angry. When he come on Tuesday, y'all, let me tell you, be prepared for what you gonna hear. Because when I tell you he coming greasy than a bitch, he gonna look like a mechanic by the time he done, baby, because it's up. Now, I can see it. I can see it, but I keep my comments to myself because I them my guys, okay? And it's hard for me to like make a difference with them because I like both of them. I actually like Mel a lot because I fuck with him tough. But y'all know Errol, my guy, and he telling the truth. Like Mel, it's Sunday, damn it's Sunday. I gotta tell the truth. Mel can't sell out in his own city. Not even with his brother, cousins on the card. He couldn't sell out in his own city, even if they bought the Rockets cheerleaders, the Texas cheerleaders. They bought the bands, the Battle of the Bands, Family Park Day. Even if they gave tickets away, he couldn't do it in his own city. He would have to have an opponent like EJ to sell out in his own city. That's a lot to be jealous about. Please, Mel, look, I don't want to be attacked, okay? It's Sunday and I got to tell the truth on this show. So I'm saying what I'm saying because it's the truth, okay? Mel can't sell a family barbecue. We said that about Bud. Well, we should have been saying that about Mel. And Maul, they are both collectively cooked in their own city. And it's because, like, they're not like there. And that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? But they can't do it in their own city. Errol was 100% correct, friend.
He didn't tell no lie. He didn't tell no lies. He did not tell no lies. Let me get to 2 super chats we have. Thank you so much to 314 with the $5 super chat. He said, shout out to the queens. And thanks
Are you muted?
What'd you say?
Every time she leave, my sound go out. I'll be right back.
Okay. And Jay Goody. What's up, Jay Good? Thank you so much for the $4.99. He ain't say nothing. He just came through and dropped us off a little something. Thank you so kindly. So yeah, y'all, I thought that was the press conference was very interesting to me. It was good. He's not for play. He's coming back. You can tell there's animosity. He's ready to fight. The one question that I wish somebody would have asked that I don't believe anybody asked is, he kept saying, well, he didn't keep saying, but he said once before that he will come back when he's ready to come back, if he's ready to come back. And once that happened, he got up day 1 and was like, yeah, well, I'm ready to come back. He came back. He got up day 2 and was like, yeah, I'm ready to come back. And then, he came back. I would like to know what happened, because a year or so ago, we thought he was ready to come back when he got in the ring with Sebastian Fundora. So I'd like to know what happened that fight did not happen. Did something happen? Did he have a medical setback? Did things change with the PBC? I'd like for somebody to ask him that question, because we thought he was ready when he got in the ring with Sebastian Fundora, but we never saw that fight happen. What was the reason that fight didn't happen? That's what I would like. That's the only thing that I didn't hear anybody ask that I would like to know the answer to. Other than that, we got a lot of good information. So I'm happy with that. Between now and the fight happening, I'm sure somebody may ask that question. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm very, 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 very excited. Okay. Yeah, we don't be playing like that around these parts. And he's a little older than Tim. So Tim is of the social media. Let's let's type some stuff to get some. No, you said it. I heard you. Yeah, it's up. We can shake hands and hug after the fight. And so that's what's about to happen. And I'm very excited. Now, on last evening, Cinco de Mayo was represented extremely well on that PBC card. PBC, you outdid yourselves, okay? From top to bottom, the card was fire. I was thoroughly entertained. Thoroughly entertained. Now I got sleepy, but the fights were very, very, very entertaining. Starting with who was it? Lucero and Flores. That, from what I was hearing, because I was not familiar with either guy, that was kind of like an upset a little bit, honey. The Argentinian was not playing games in there. Okay. When I say Rock'em Sock'em from Bell 1 to Bell 10, friend, how did you think? What did you think about that fight, Janae? Lady J?
Sorry, y'all. My stream is just acting crazy today. It knows I've got some crazy things to say, and it's like, we're not gonna let you make it home, girl. Lucero, oh, that fight was good. It was good. They actually had him losing. He wasn't supposed to win the fight. Or he was the B side. No.
He was the B side.
He was fight. Okay, yes, because he fought Flores.
Lucero and Flores.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Flores was the Mexican fighter, and then Lucero was the Argentinian, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So.
It was a little late. My mind was.
That's correct. Yeah, that's right, though. That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, baby, they was in there. They was rumbling. Oh my goodness! But let me tell you, Lucero, he's I think they said 14 or 17, 1-1. He has skills to pay the bills, baby. Skills to pay the bills. He was punching on that man. It was I don't know. It was just a great fight. I thought it was very action packed. The guy who won was the underdog. He was not supposed to win. And so I thought that was really interesting. I thought the young man, the Mexican fighter, also had a really interesting story about he was selling chickens during COVID just to keep his family alive. It was really very, it was really crazy. But it was a really good fight. And I enjoyed it. I was like, yeah, this is what I came to see. So I thought the matchmaking was really good. And I was happy that they put on a really good fight because they was in there brawling.
They were. They really were.
Baby, when they said he was selling them chickens to keep his family alive, baby, I clutched my pearls and took a deep breath. Because I was like, oh, Lord, not selling chickens. Chickens is $2.99 at Vlogs, girl. You think about chickens at the... Baby, listen. Chickens is cheap. How many chickens you gotta sell to keep your family alive? And I'm that's a real question because times is getting hard. Listen, I got a little car. It cost me damn near $70 to fill my car up. I'm finna sell some chickens too, damn it. Well, how much what do I do? What do I sell the chickens to keep my family alive? Cause baby, I don't know. I'm finna have to sell some feet or something. Cause gas is tearing me up and I got a teenage driver. Woo! Okay, I'm done. Listen, let me tell you, they was in there fighting for it, and I had to go back and watch that one. You know, I missed the couple. I missed a couple. I missed a couple. I've been trying to get myself together. So, listen, I was like, y'all, they in there fighting hard.
Lucero was the Mexican and Flores was the Argentinian. Yeah,
Okay. I don't
Lucero was
know.
the fake Canelo.
I wasn't paying attention to all that. All I know, they was in there rumbling and jumbling, and everybody was on their feet by the end of the fight because they was in there doing they thug thizzle. Listen, I like that.
Yeah.
If y'all gonna put a card together, that's what I want to see. You can get some money from me if they gonna be like that.
That was worth the price of pay-per-view last night. It really was. It really was. That was a great way to start off the main card. That was really entertaining, like super duper entertaining. Yeah, man. Good opening act. And then they followed it up with an even better fight. 10 rounds, Chavez versus Sanchez. Tito Sanchez versus Jorge Chavez. Listen, we just saw Monster and Nakatani at 122 early in the morning. These gentlemen were 122 pounders as well. When I say they was in there getting it in, okay. I was nervous because okay, so I don't make me mix up these people's names. I don't know who the gentleman named. I don't know who's who. I just know it was Tito Sanchez and Jorge Chavez. I want to say Tito Sanchez is the fella who won the fight.
It was Tito Martinez.
Tito Sanchez eventually won the fight. He looked like the smaller man in there, but he clearly had the heavier hands. I could see that early in the fight. Early in the fight, he was getting outboxed and touched up by Jorge Chavez. But when Tito did throw and when Tito did land, he was thumping. And I could tell it was moving his opponent way more than the punches that he was taking. And he was taking some good punches. He was getting punched on. And I was like, man. And my man was like, Blue Shorts ain't gonna be able to take this whole fight. He gonna need the box. Cause if he keep thumping with this dude's hands are way heavier. And I was like, yeah, they are. Baby, round 10 came and he was winning the fight, in my opinion. But he messed around and got caught on the end of like a 4-punch combination and got laid between the ropes. But he got up, shocked the shit out of me. He didn't get laid between the ropes that time. He fell flat. And he sat there for a minute. I thought he was going to lay there and get counted out, but he gathered himself. He got up, and I couldn't believe he got to his feet. I thought the ref was going to call it because he was still stumbling a little bit, but he got to his feet. When he got to his feet, Tito jumped right on that ass immediately, jumped right on him, and then he put him through the ropes. And that was the end of the fight. In the final round, y'all, that to me, I ain't gonna say it was the most entertaining. It was the most entertaining because they went to 10. The other fight was just brutal. But this was the most entertaining because it was such good back and forth action. But man, what a win. What a win. Both of them were undefeated fighters. It was a great fight. What did y'all think about that one?
Same thing you thought? Shit. I like, honestly, midway through the card, I was starting to get tired because like the first couple of fights, they were so action packed. Like I was so into it. Like after that fight, I was like, shit, I don't know how much more of this I could take. I'm trying not to be stretched out like the Lord in here, but listen, it's coming. Nail my hands. I'm down. Okay. I'm out. But I was entertained. I was entertained all the way through. Not no, no, no. I'm gonna get to that. Not all the way through. Partially the way through. Um, Give me that again. And like, I hate Buddy got stopped at the end because if not, I would have been screaming for the draw just so we can get that bitch again. Those first like couple of fights, hey, you couldn't replace them on the card, baby. Like that is a need. We need to get those kind of fights. They went in there and left it in the ring, and I was like,
Yes.
I was tired by the time they was done.
Those kind of
Excellent,
fights
excellent fight. Yes.
yes. Those kind of fights make you freaking exhausted. They really do. And you said it right, friend. They left it all in the ring. All in the ring. Janae, what you think about it?
That was another banger. Your adrenaline is rushing the whole fight. That I was with my friend. I was wore out by the end. But it just goes to show when boxing is done well, it is top tier. It's one of the best sports to watch live.
It's
It's
true.
one of the best. There's no other sport like it. To see him knock him clean out at the end of that fight, just it did something to me. I was like, damn. The matchmaking, whoever match made that card last night, did they big one. And
Yeah, they
whoever
did.
it is needs all the credit because they did their biggest one. That I no notes. I have no notes. No
Yeah.
notes on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Yeah. The machismo was machismoing in that one. That was a good ass fight last night. So then we get to the co-main event title fight, 168 pounds. We have Resendez versus Munguia. Jaime Munguia returns after his slight suspension for popping dirty and a whole bunch of covering up and silence. He returned. He also was back in the Reynoso gym. And with that, he had, I guess, one of his training partners, dare I say, there supporting him. So much so the thirsty camera folks and the thirsty commentary couldn't keep his name out of their mouth and off the freaking camera. Nobody was there to see Canelo yet. They made
I
it
know
all
you're
about
not talking
Canelo.
about Canelo, not Canelo Alvarez. I know you're not talking about Canelo Alvarez. I know you're not talking about Canelo Alvarez. I
Don't worry, Nick. I'm
know.
about to back you up in a second. I'm about to back you up in a
I know
second. I'm
y'all
about to
not
back. We
talking
about to
about
have to jump.
Canelo. Not Canelo Alvarez. I know y'all not talking about Canelo.
Listen, I know y'all want to talk about Fierro and Duarte, but I don't really want to talk about that fight. I'm looking at the
Oh,
comments. I'm looking at the
you don't
comments.
want to talk about that fight?
We can talk about it. Let's go back and talk about Duarte.
I want to talk about that fight.
All right, we can pause. We can pause on Canelo and
Ooh, me
Munguia.
I
too.
gotta
Me
get
too.
real close. I gotta get real close. Melvin.
You not in the camera, friend.
Oh, wait, I know. Shh, shh. Melvin, I'm whispering in your ear. You dumb than a motherfucker, stupid ass bitch. You dumb as shit. Hey, you fucked your money up, dumbass boy. Hey, Oscar Duarte, your ass cheeks. Not regular ass cheeks either, buddy. Your Buffy the Body original ass cheeks, buddy. Big funky ass booty cheeks, boy. My God, today. Baby, I was in here like, okay, Dorte finna go in there and Dorte said, you know what, bitch? Here's my beer. This wasn't the fight I wanted anyway. I said I was supposed to fight Melvin, okay? I didn't come in here to sign and fight this motherfucker. And that's how he started fighting. Like, I'm not even supposed to be in here for real anyway. Um, Fierro said, you know what, Fierro? Okay. Fierro said, I hear the call of the wild. Let's get active because in round 6, Fierro said, you know what? I got you. You done hit me too many times, bitch, and it hurt. So here we go. Okay. Fierro put his head down and he just started windmilling. And he started catching Oscar Duarte. So where he stopped, y'all. Oscar said, you know what? This really ain't supposed to be happening like this. Help me. Hello. He kept looking over to his corner. He was looking for help. Hey, nobody here to help you, Oscar. Bite down. He could not bite down because Fierro was not bullshitting last night. Okay. Fierro said, you know what? You trying to, all right, cool. So Fierro got cheated. Ain't nobody else gonna say it because Oscar Duarte did not win that fight. Melvin, you so damn dumb. I want to come rip your lips off your fucking face. So instead of me ripping your lips off your face, I'm gonna tell you what I did to you. I've been reporting your social media, and I'm gonna report your social media every fucking day until they kick your ass off the internet, Melvin. Because you know why? You're dumb than a motherfucker. Why the fuck was you tweeting during that fight, Melvin? Why were you talking to Oscar Duarte? You had plenty of Oscar. You had plenty of Oscar time. You know what you couldn't do? You couldn't stay under them 10 pounds that the IBF said, bitch, don't gain. You know what you said? You know what? I can't do it. Oh my God, help me. I can't. So in the process, you let Fierro come and take your shit from you. Buddy, Melvin, every day that you wake up and decide to tweet, I don't even have Twitter anymore. We have a Twitter page. I don't even use it because it ain't no point for me to get on that shit. Every time I see you tweet, Melvin, I'm taking your ass down through there. Every single time. It don't matter. I wake up in the middle of the night and report a tweet that I already reported. I'm doing the 3 a.m. runs now. Because you know why? I watched Fierro take your shit last night. Clown ass boy. I'm gonna report your social media because you an explainer and all you want to do is fucking talk. I'm the guy. No, you're not. And you know what? Fierro might beat your ass. That's why you went over to goddamn Zuffa and went up to 147. Melvin, you're questionable. My bad, y'all. I'm gone. Fierro won that fight last night, y'all. Okay? He did. Oscar
Man.
Duarte, your big funky ass cheeks. Big ass cheeks you is. And you stop playing because some of these dudes finna get ready to start walk you down because I don't know what injured in your face last night, but you was swole right here. And then one more thing, and then I'm gonna go. Hey, you boxers better figure out when y'all got people hurt for real, okay? Because Fierro was up there on that goddamn scarecrow, and you didn't even realize that he was out on his fucking feet. You did this. He can't come to you. His fucking feet is turned to his back. Walk towards him. What are you doing? He said, you know what? Get out. I don't want to see you anymore. Fierro, get your ass. I want to see whoever you gonna whoop next. Whoever you gonna whoop next. I'm ready for it. It didn't even look that great. But Oscar Duarte, you is butt cheeks. I'm sorry.
Well, first of all, if y'all haven't seen Wicked and y'all don't know who Fierro is and what she's referencing, man, it's the funniest thing in the world. Secondly, she was right. Janae, what did you think about that fight last night?
Well, I don't think my friend left a stone unturned, but since we're here, this is where my eyes started getting a little heavy. Because Oscar was in that bitch playing. He was in there playing. Uh Fiero said, I'm gonna beat your ass for that 40 racks I gotta give you for coming in fat. He said, you gonna take my money, I'm gonna get my lick back. One way or the other. And that's what he did. That fight is when my eyes started getting a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's when the action kind of stopped. Fiero honestly should have won. He about punched Oscar's head off his goddamn body. So yeah. And as for Melvin, I got a few choice words that I want to say, but it's Sunday, it's the Lord's Day, so I'm going to keep them reserved. But you know what you are. You know exactly what you are. And we all now know what you are, because that's the motherfucker you was scared of. Okay. Oh, okay.
Not a half, but a whole. A whole.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even have said
we know what
that.
you are.
I wouldn't even have said that had he just shut up. But he had to make it his business to get on Twitter and talk trash and talk noise and tell everybody what he would have done when he had the chance, and he could have done. Don't nobody want to hear that from you now. You making yourself a prime target to get shat on. You making yourself a prime target to get shat on. There's no defending that. Just shut up. Just shut up. He looked trash. Everybody saw that he looked like cheeks. You, sir, are not the one to say a mumbling word about it, though, because you had the opportunity to do what you telling us you was gonna do. Just shut up. Shut up. We don't have to revisit the fact that you pulled out the fight. Now you're making us revisit it and talk about your dumb ass again. Shut up sometimes. That's my one piece of advice for all the young boxers. Shut the fuck up sometimes. Keep your ass off social media and typing. Your thumbs say much more than your actions. Shut up sometimes. I don't know what was wrong with Oscar Duarte. I haven't seen him look that bad in a really long time. I don't know if he was overtrained, because he's been training for months and months and months. That maybe was the problem, along with the fact that the dude came in overweight. I don't know, but I'm not making no excuses for him either. That was not the time to have that type of performance, Oscar. I really don't know what happened to him. But yeah, everything y'all said and everything y'all saying in the chat, that's the one that put me to sleep. And it was hard for me to get through Resendez and Jaime Munguia, which is where we're going now. Listen, I looked at Tim Bradley. I looked at his little short on that Munguia and Resendez fight. I tend to agree with Tim. Some seem real suspicious.
Suspicious?
Yeah, because like I said, we still didn't really get no resolve from the last hot piss that he gave the people. So yeah, there ain't no, so Jim is known for breeding hot piss in this boxing game. So yeah, go ahead on, friend.
I'm finna detach my arm and my shoulder and throw it to your house so you can tag my hand. I'm finna do it right now. Hey, test the whole crew, Canelo too. Get him while he's out there full of pepperonis in the lips. I don't know, they got too close to the lips at that time, and I was like, hey, Canelo, you ain't trying. What you training for? Why your lips look the way they look? That man is dirtier than the flow at the juke joint. You heard me? The man is dirtier than the floor at the Jew joint. Okay? I've never seen Jaime Munguia look like that. Even when he popped for the shit, he didn't look like that. Eddie Reynoso, you found it. The everlasting gobstopper. You dispersed it. You didn't give him the whole thing. You gave him a piece of it. I know the everlasting gobstopper is strong than a. Oh, wait. He had back muscles. I don't know if y'all watch boxing or not. Jaime Munguia has never had a muscle in a fight. He got 4,000 fights. Not a muscle has ever been seen. And I want y'all to go back and pay attention to one thing. Okay? It was round 11. Jaime Munguia hadn't even broke a sweat. Nothing on his body was wet by round 11. If you think I'm bullshitting, go back and round. I started noticing in round 8. I say, damn, Jaime in there working his ass off and he not sweating at all. There's not a sweat, but he was knocking the sweat off Resendez. Jaime Munguia, you also ass. Original pinky ass. Like big butt cheeks ass. You need juice to help you get through. And if it wasn't for the fact that you had juice, Resendez would have tore your ass up last night. That was a totally different fighter. He was moving his feet. And I don't know what the hell y'all fighters got relationship with the ropes. If y'all don't stay y'all ass off them ropes and out them fucking corners, your back and your ass is literally going to fall off in the ring. Get out of those corners. Stay off of that ropes. But Jaime Munguia, you dirty. And y'all know how I feel. Y'all don't want me to say it. Send me the paperwork. The fact that the motherfucker test dirty already once before and he didn't look like that. He looked like Ryan Garcia when Ryan Garcia fought Devin. We've never seen Jaime Munguia look like that. Not in 4,552 fights. Because why last night they were like, this is he's only 28 years old and he's fighting his 100th professional fight. What? For him to have to get to an opponent like Resendez and like they were real excited that he won, baby. I was sitting there, I had wrapped myself up in my cover and clenched my shit. Cause I was like, now I know y'all, is we all cool here or is everybody okay? Apparently we not okay. Because we really acting like this is Jaime Munguia. You suck. You did all that and couldn't stop. Go ahead, friend. Go ahead.
You said something. They acted like he had won, like undisputed or something. The way they carried on in their corner when he won. The way they kept showing Canelo in the audience and him just screaming and just like he was winning the heavyweight championship of the world or something. And it trips me out because ain't that the same weight class Canelo fighted? Ain't all them belts loose now that Terrence Crawford has dropped them? So are y'all gonna fight each other at some point? Y'all finna test out the juice on two of your people? Like, what's really going on? Why was they so excited about it? Go ahead, Janae.
Well, they've already fought. Remember? And Canelo carried Jaime on his back.
Did.
Because he didn't want to do up his own countrymen. Which, by the way, was a comment I also wanted to make about Inoue and Nakatani. But we're beyond that now.
I know what you're thinking.
Okay. I find it funny how Canelo has continued to disrespect David. But now that Jaime is a part of the Juice crew, he's the next best thing since sliced bread. And the crazier part in all of this is, didn't Jaime pop dirty when he got his ass whooped?
Did. Sparked.
Because you're not that good, babe. But yeah, they done figured out all the shit over there in that gym. And they said, We found it. We've got him. We've got the mix to get him where we need him to go. And I'm going to tell y'all the other crazy thing in all of this. Like my friend said, Jaime didn't break a sweat. He has always been very flabby. Like, he's not a guy that leans up. How you got muscles all of a sudden, Jaime? Yeah, y'all not slick. And by the way, because Nik, I know this is something that this is kind of your lane. Where was Vada?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, because
Did we?
Vada was in the building. They posted their customary post when they're in the building of a fight. What I'm waiting on are the results, because there's still no results that were posted from Ryan Garcia's
because
fight.
they definitely were in the building while we were in Vegas. They definitely were in the building. But
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia was also juiced to the motherfucking gills because everybody was sick. Everybody was sick that fought that week. Everybody had the same illness. I'm not bullshitting. Depending on what day you got there, is depending on what day you came down with the shit. Jaime Munguia dirtier than the flow at the juke joint.
I'm just waiting to see if they're going to post the after fight customary thank you to both boxers for testing negative, like they do in the majority of the fights that they are there for, except for the one with Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios. They never posted the results of that fight, ever. Franchon Cruz and Clarissa Shields was the same weekend. Those results were posted. Nobody else's were.
And here go the killer part. We're never going to hear it. Just like when Canelo fight, we always hear Vada's in the building. But guess what? We never hear. And
The
see,
results.
we keep letting all this shit go by and fly by. We keep letting these cheaters come back. This is what happened when you call out people like Conor Ben after he didn't test positive. Jaime Munguia still getting fights. Ryan Garcia still getting fights. Matias done killed 2 niggas. They said, fuck it with Matias. Gang, gang. Let's get active.
Not 2, friend.
1, 2, 50.
I know one for sure.
All right,
Yeah.
well, 1 and 50 is the same to me. 2 plus 2 equals 15 here.
Well, shit.
See, shit, 1 and 5 is the same. You kill one person, you'll kill another. He went right back to the shit. He had full intentions to take somebody else out at a later date.
And they keep making excuses for these Latinos. Okay. The Latinos keep getting the excuses.
And
I can't even say the Latinos, because Conor Ben is
he's a Latina too. What the hell you mean? You put him in a tan bed for 15 minutes. He's also a Latina.
Well, there you go.
Well,
there you go. Yeah, but it's amazing how you hear that Jaime Munguia pop dirty, but then you don't hear anything else. Nobody, they come out with nothing else. It gets swept under the rug. He's supposed to be suspended for this amount of time. And then the WBC, Gilberto's janky ass, makes excuses for these people, for his people. For his people. He does it religiously, okay? and let me say this. Since we own the WBC, let me make sure I'm not tripping, because I don't see a fight on the docket for June 19th weekend. I don't see no fight on the docket for that. And typically they have this nice Juneteenth belt that they trout out there. They march it out there. We pick it apart sometimes. Sometimes we praise it, but no fight Juneteenth weekend, and Juneteenth is a Friday, so it should have been a huge card this year that weekend. but there's no fights on Juneteenth currently. And we just got a big one from the PBC for Cinco de Mayo. I got questions. Go ahead, friend.
I got answers. They trying to say your black asses don't buy shit. That's what they trying to say. You don't deserve a weekend because you don't spend no money like the fucking Hispanics do.
Well, that's interesting because I can't wait to see what the numbers are for this fight. Because the last time David fought, we didn't get to see no numbers. And I love David Benavidez.
He ain't gonna get to see none this time. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, for real, and like I hate for this to like become a thing, but we gotta be honest because it's Sunday. Americas. And when I say Americas, I'm only speaking to the people that look like the panel right now. Nobody else. Okay. We do a lot when it comes to a lot of things. Our dollar really matter. And if we were smart, we start using our dollars appropriately because we don't. But I know we got a lot of dick suckers in here. I ain't talking to y'all either. Y'all go spend your dick sucking money wherever you go spend it. I'm talking to the people who actually have some morals and standard about the stuff that we doing. If you were smart, use your dollars appropriately because our dollar matters, and they continues to tell us every year Juneteenth we get that day, and y'all finna hate the word that I use, and I don't care. We get the nigga belt every fucking year. They get a whole goddamn weekend. But every year they bring out this fucking belt, and if it wasn't for me and my friend editing the fucking belt last year, it had chains and shit on it. They think y'all some damn slaves. That's what they give when they think of y'all. Some damn chained up black folks circled around the damn belt. Like, y'all don't deserve more than that. Your dollar, you black fighters. Y'all shouldn't even want to fight on these cards. When they try to offer y'all a week, they didn't even, matter of fact, they didn't offer y'all shit. This weekend was all about the motherfucking Mexicans. They said, fuck y'all black asses. And they gonna continue to say fuck y'all black asses. Cause you know what y'all do? Y'all get y'all asses up and y'all wear red, white, and green on their weekend, on their fight, because y'all got some damn audacity to show them some fucking respect. No slander to you guys, cause y'all know y'all my people. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking to you black folks. They ain't never gonna give y'all own shit because y'all wanna be like everybody fucking else. Them fucking Mexican fighters get up. They say thank you to my Mexican people. Thank you for my fucking support. And you
Start
know what
speaking Spanish and everything.
you black motherfuckers get up there and say, shout out to God. He been good. Thank you to my team, my family. And yeah, I want to fight whoever next. You don't shout out to your people that flew, drove, spent their hard-earned motherfucking money, took the money out the kid's bank to come see your bitch ass. You don't even thank them. But guess what? I'm gonna start conserving my dollars. And I'm gonna also start advising y'all to support the people that support you. That means support your fucking fans, nigga. Your fans is black. They look like me and my fucking friends. But instead, you don't want to give them no credit. But I guarantee you'll get your ass out there in them fucking Mexican colors and a sombrero and walk your ass to the fucking ring with some goddamn pride.
And have the nerve. I've heard some of these black fighters have the audacity to say, shout out to all my Mexican fans. Really?
And we got a real fucking problem with that shit. And it reflects in y'all. Because you know what you do? Y'all go get these damn alphabet color baby mamas. You don't go and make another of yourself because you hate yourself real bad. But shout out to your fucking Mexican fans and your Mexican baby mama. But fuck your black ass mama, sisters, auntie, granny, cousin that got your ass where you at. But shout out to your Mexican baby mama and her family who got you to where you are now. You look crazy. And not enough people, that's your problem. Not enough people tell y'all look like shit. You look crazy. Get out there and love yourself a little better. You black, ain't nothing wrong with being black. Y'all let too many people put a stigma on being fucking black. Ain't nothing wrong with getting out there saying, shout out to my black folk. Thank you for spending y'all money.
All my black fans.
Thank you.
All around the
Because
globe.
I'm telling you, you can go back and watch, pull a fight. Even the Japanese people thank they Japanese fans for coming out and supporting them.
We the
We
only
are the
ones.
only ones that do not.
We the only ones that make a motherfucker that had you in chains once before make you feel bad about appreciating your own people. We the only ones. We the only ones. The only ones. Oh, I can't, man. If I say that, I'm gonna offend them. Offend them, because they were never your fans in the beginning. If they get offended, offend them.
Now I see why y'all got so mad when everybody said, shout out to Al Heyman. Oops, y'all that y'all hate to see a nigga get a little credit in the light, don't y'all? Yeah, it's cool though. Hey, I'm gonna call it like I see it this Sunday. Y'all look crazy. Start loving your little self and your people. Cause I'm telling you, the black folks on this panel, we spend money to go to fights. And that shit ain't cheap.
It
Thank
ain't.
me. Cause I work hard for my little bit of fucking money and I ain't selling no feet to get to y'all fucking fights. I actually go to work for my fucking little coins. My bad. Let me get off my box, y'all, cause I'm sorry.
No, you're right, friend. Shit. Yeah, it's the truth and it needed to be said. Shout out to the Mexicans though, because they came through last night. They supported. They had a cart from top to bottom full of Latinos, and they support. And they spoke Spanish to their people, and they thanked them for coming out and supporting them. And guess what? As a Black American, I don't feel no kind of way about it. Kudos to them for doing so. I don't feel no kind of way about it. And nobody else should feel no other kind of way. Like people, and I know we get on here and kiki about Deontay Wilder. He was really proud to be Black and shit. That part about him, I appreciated. I appreciated that. He was very unapologetic about being Black. Earl Spence Jr. very unapologetic about being Black. The rest of y'all, I don't know. Even Adrian Broner with his ignorant ass, in his own ignorant ass way, he was proud of being Black. Ignorant as, but I can appreciate that small part about him. The rest of y'all, who you scared of? Anyway, Jaime, a very suspicious performance is all I'll say about that. As they were interviewing Canelo while the fight was going on, I found it even more interesting that once the main event got started, he was only there to see Jaime. He was nowhere to be found when the main event got started. The main event yesterday was between David Benavidez and Zurdo Ramirez. Y'all, I had small reservations Saturday morning when we came on about that fight. I was still picking David Benavidez. Y'all know that he is my guy. But I had some reservations. Janae, what did this fight prove to you about David Benavidez? Or did it just solidify some things?
Yeah, y'all cooked. Y'all meaning anyone between 175, 200, y'all cooked. Y'all done let David kick in the dough. David has gotten better. It was astoundingly apparent last night that he has gotten better. The defense, the only thing David got to work on at this point is them feet. And I get it because he's a bigger guy. He's really tall. So that's the only part of his game that I want to see him work on is moving them feet. Aside from that, y'all let the cat in the dough. David has gotten so much better. It was just, and it was on display last night. And the other thing that I love about David is what he works on in the gym, he brings it to the ring. He's not one of them guys that work on, you could tell his daddy run a strict program with him. Whatever they work on in the gym translates into the ring. The high guard all night, the body work, the left hook, the combination punches, the speed. David, the only one who do all of this and then really do it at the fight. The only one. So y'all done fucked up. Y'all have really fucked up. David has gotten so much better. I was so glad to see him get that win. I love how he gave Zerto his props, because they've come up together and they've known each other for a really long time and gave him his respect. But David came what David needed to do, which was step on him. And let people know that he was never the one or the two. And that's why Canelo is never going to fight him. Because he knows what that means. And I don't want to say that he's jealous of David, but maybe there's a little bit of that there. Because why you want to put Jaime Munguia on your back? You with the wrong team, Canelo. I was so thrilled. And David not only snatched that body, but he snatched an eye last night. He snatched an eye. So I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic fight. I'm glad, considering that it started late, that it ended early.
Yes.
It was a struggle.
Yes.
It was a struggle, but David earned that. I also do want to mention this because this is like to piggyback off the last topic. David has a really good team around him, but something is not translating with the fans. Something is not carrying over. And I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it. David, I really like him. He doesn't have that it thing though. David just doesn't have that it. And it shows because they had the 200s curtained off. They pulled everyone. I mean, this is honestly no secret. It was all over Twitter. They brought the fans down to the 100 in the floor section. So I don't know what it is. But those are my thoughts.
Y'all go ahead, friend. And go ahead, friend. Say it because you got your hand up. Go ahead.
I know what it is. It's two things. Up until last night, he had never been co-signed by a Mexican legend. And he had the problem of Canelo still being there. Canelo was still there, and Canelo was backed by the Mexican legends. And the fact that he is not completely Mexican American, we know that he's Mexican and Ecuadorian. He's in a little bit of a Tszyu kind of kerfuffle. However, I won't say he doesn't have it. He has it. I've seen him in person and how the room shifts when he walks in and walks through. He definitely has it, but the Mexican fan base is a little split with him. But after last night and after the way Canelo left and wasn't there ringside, the way he beat Zerto Ramirez, the way he talked to those fans, and the way Julio Cesar Chavez got up on that mat, hugged him, and basically certified him, I think moving forward, we will see the fan base embrace him more than they have previously, I think. Go ahead, friend.
All of that is correct, but I got one a little better. Before last night, David was a little too fucking black.
Yeah.
That's all it
That
was.
Ecuadorian side of him.
David was too black. After last night, it solidified some things. He became official Mexican last night. They embraced him in. Before that time, David was just a little too black. And that's just, it is what it is. Like, you can't be that. You can't be that. But it ain't like that no more. When Julio Chavez got up, that's Canelo's daddy. For Canelo's daddy to hug that man on national television, it's all been said and done at this point.
He had the performance and he had the certification that was needed last night, in my opinion. We'll see moving forward, but
I don't know. And I really hate to say that, but I still don't know.
A lot of it also has to do with the fact that Canelo never gave him the opportunity to pass the torch to him. You know, he had to take the date. He wasn't given the opportunity to earn the date from Canelo. He had to take the date, and he did it big time last night. I think last night's performance did what it was supposed to do. It's going to put him in a different atmosphere as far as boxing is concerned. I think that was a good that performance, and that was the one that I feel like that was the one, and he had been saying it all week building up. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put on a show for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna put on the best show, Cinco de Mayo show. He knew what was at stake. He knew he had to put on a show-stopping performance, and he did it. Man, that man was so good. He showed me some shit that I did not know he had in his repertoire. That man switched southpaw and went to work on Zerto Ramirez. I think when you start going southpaw on people like this, what are we doing? What is we doing? Like you said, friend, the things that he works on in the gym, he brings them to the ring. Zerto was a prime opponent for him to get the shit off on because he's not moving much. But early on, Zerto was throwing, and Zerto is a big, strong Mexican. Them punches hurt. But David and the extra weight, I think, helped with his punch resistance because shit didn't do nothing to the man. It didn't do nothing to him. He's mean. He is a monster for real. And it's so crazy because when he's not in the ring, when he ain't really talking about boxing and stuff, he's one of the nicest people in the world. He's got $1 million smile. He has a great look. He's tall. You know, he has a look about himself. He's very marketable. He speaks well. He's bilingual. He could speak that Spanish to them people and he's speaking it the Spanish. And then he can translate and talk great English and we'll understand every word. He has, in my opinion, he has the effect in that. Y'all can take it with a grain of salt because I've always been a huge David Benavidez fan. Always. I remember seeing him on the undercards of Spence fights back in Dallas. He's always been that guy to me. But to see
I remember he came on this show and my friend had to keep her cool the whole time he was here.
Man, say, when I say I love David Benavidez, I love David Benavidez. I've been rocking with David for a long time. The way my friend feel about Oshaki is how I feel about David Benavidez. Anyway, he last night Man, when I say, okay, so y'all know how we'll just playfully say, man, he got hands. David really has hands. And again, I was watching the fight with my guy last night, and he was like, he's got such fast hands that his hands are actually a part of his defense, and people miss that a lot of times. They, like you said, you want his feet to get better. He's not blessed with being flight of foot. He's just not. But he makes what he has work for him, and what he lacks in foot placement, foot speed, and all of that, he has double in his hands. He has the ability to catch your shit and shoot you with the same punch before your shit get back and get set for your own defense. When I say the boy got hands, the boy got hands. Man say, look, Zerto already slow. He knew Zerto was slow. He was just catching and playing with Zerto in there. And then yesterday, the boy upper body movement was just like, I know y'all be saying Canelo got some of the best upper body movement. Let me show you what I'm working with, bitch. He was like, and then after he frustrated the man, he hit him with a 15-piece combination and said, take that with you. Listen, David Benavidez is pound for pound number one, and you can argue with your mama. I don't care what y'all talking about. That man put on a performance.
You finna start an argument with that shit right now. Yeah.
Don't give a god. David Benavidez is pound for pound number one. I tweeted it last night after the fight. Argue with your mammy. That boy put on a display last night. If he went down to 135 pounds with the kind of fight that he fights, he whooping on folks' heads at 135. He whooping on their heads. I don't give a damn who we talking about. You can be talking about Tank. You can be talking about Shakur. He's whooping heads. You heard what I said. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. We don't even do pound for pound list over here. But I'm telling you, he's my pound for pound number one. And until somebody does something remotely close to what he did last night, Shakur Stevenson's resume can't hold a candle to his. Sorry. Tank Davis's resume can't hold a candle to his.
Oh, you finna start an argument. You wanna argue.
You want to fight about it? I'm just telling you what I saw last night. And we had both monsters on display. He shat. He took a diarrhea shat on Monster Inoue's performance yesterday. So in my opinion, David Benavidez is the pound for pound number one. Argue with your mammy.
Did y'all see Zerto punch him? I mean, did y'all see David punch him when he broke his orbital bone? Zerto was like, bitch, I know goddamn well. All he could do was literally like grab his face and drop down to his knees, y'all. David hurt him. Like, it's rare to see a fighter hurt somebody like that. I know this is the hurt business, but I watched David throw the punch that broke the bone. And like seriously, the look on Zerto's face was like, bitch. You hit somebody a little too damn hard. He literally said, bitch. And like, I'm wondering at this point because of how it looked, it instantly started to swell and bruise. I'm wondering if Zerto is done. Because after those orbital bone injuries, it's rare that a fighter come back himself.
Well, you know what, friend? That it made me think of Kell Brook. It made me think of but the better eye that got snatched was what's his name? Oh my gosh, Ugas. That as Oh my God. I text y'all in the chat. I was like, his eye, you could see it immediately. That
I
he was
mean,
like,
me.
like it took he was like, nah, I don't want to do this no more. We was play fighting at first, but now you done got serious. His eye, and by the time he was walking out of the ring, it was swelled shut. It was completely closed.
It
It was,
definitely was.
it was completely closed. And you know what's the sadder part in all of that is the next time he gets punched even just a little bit in that eye, it's going to immediately start to swell up because they put a metal plate around the eye.
And
Forget
you
it.
know what? It's going to be worse the next time because you
Yes.
have to remember once that metal dents again, that injury is the same shit all over again. Like he's done. I don't think he's gonna like. Has Ugas come back since Spence took that eye? I don't think Ugas has had a fight since then.
No, and that thing
Yeah.
bled for 3 days and 3 nights.
I mean, literally, that eye bled for 3 days, 3 nights. It even got on Noah's Ark. It took a 40-day trip too. Because I'm telling you, Ugas posted that eye one time, y'all, and that motherfucker was just, when I say just dripping, how is this eye? It was like 3 or 4 weeks later, he posted talking about the eye. The eye was still dripping.
Man. It, yeah. And Zerto's a little older. Zerto was already saying he had maybe 1 or 2 fights left. And I think David took all of those away. I don't see him coming back after that. I mean, there's no need for him to come back after that if he doesn't want to, because that was brutal. The way because when he dropped him in round 4, he broke it. He had broken his nose already. Then he crunched that eye in round 4. That was the first time he went to the knee. Then he came back when he hit him again with that vicious combination in round 6. It's like it cracked another piece of the bone over there or something. It just, man, when I see stuff like that, I get pissed off at fans when they be like, he quit. Are you crazy? Like, what? Did you want his fucking brain to come out through his eye?
Yes. That's what they be wanting. That's why I be talking so much shit to boxing fans. We be talking to people that ain't never got into a real fight in their life. They can't you can't imagine breaking a bone and still having to continue through your night of shit. Like when they was when a certain Slewfoot nigga was talking about Daniel Dubois and how he quit. Nigga, your feet ball up on you and you barely can walk to the car some days and you got the damn audacity to talk about Daniel Dubois quitting. That shit crazy as fuck. You can't even walk to your car some days because your feet fucked up.
Ma'am.
But Daniel Dubois supposed to keep continuing to fight and his shit broke. Y'all don't be making no sense. Y'all get in front of these fucking cameras and just be fucking talking and saying shit. Y'all not real boxing fans for real. Y'all don't care about these fighters' health for real. All you care about is y'all little bullshit ass entertainment from your mama's fucking couch or basement or whatever your wife allow you to do at home. Cause y'all don't run your fucking houses. But I think it's pretty fucked up that y'all be talking about people quitting and shit. Man, say, y'all barely making it in life. These people gotta go and take punches to the face. Yeah, they choose to do that, but shut your fucking opinion up because you can't do the same. You got a bullshit job. You just got a mouth and an opinion. They're in there doing that shit. They risking their life. Why the fuck would that man put himself in any more jeopardy for y'all to be fucking happy? Fuck y'all and your hairlines.
Well, what she said though, for real, what she said. 88 Sports Talk, thank you so much for the $5. He said when he dropped Zerto the second time, Zerto said something to the ref, and it was, "Why you still counting?" No, for real, because like it's over. It's over. It's over. Um, Yeah, I listen. Sean Zattel said it last night. He tweeted it. When we throw away we throw terms out so much, like GOAT. Everybody's not a GOAT. Do y'all know what the acronym stands for? Greatest of all time. That means one somebody, greatest, not great, not one of the greatest. Everybody ain't no GOAT. Stop saying that shit. Every fight, every win is not a master class win. Sometimes it's a very good win. That was a great win. It's a very good win, but it wasn't a master class performance. Yesterday was a master class performance. You know why? Because he showed several different skill sets. And then not only did he not play with his food, he finished the plate early. I said, there's no way he's knocking out Zurdo Ramirez. He's too big. He's too sturdy. Nobody's ever knocked him out before. Even when Bivol schooled him, he didn't hurt him bad where he had him almost about. David's moving up 25 pounds. You know, we got to see how, this was me talking, me with the doubt. I got to see how he looks up there with them extra 25 pounds. I don't know how he going to look late. Wasn't no late. I'm going to finish him early. Okay, fuck y'all's parlay with your unanimous decisions that y'all put down there. Yeah, I'm stopping him early. I just, we have to really ring it in some. Okay, I know you like your favorites, but every performance that they have is not a masterclass performance. And it was so funny because, you know, there was a small little war of the words with Shakur and David Benavidez. David said he think he should just go ahead and go up to 147 and fight Ryan Garcia. And let me just put a little footnote in here because I tweeted this out also. I don't like the bad juju, David. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Get Ryan Garcia away from you. He's leeching. He knows that people like you. He knows that a lot of Black people like you. So he's trying to be in your world, trying to leech off of you. Get the bad juju away from you. Okay? I'm going to say it and I'm going to keep saying it. I know you maybe want to, I don't know. I don't know if you trying to have him around because you want some of his fan base. I don't know what it is, but no, that's not a good look, David. And I love David Benavidez, but he ain't above reproach neither. I don't like it. Keep that bastard out your dressing room. Please and thank you. But I forgot what I was fixing to say because that pissed me off.
I'm jumping real quick, Nick. For y'all in the comments, are y'all well?
Simba, fuck you. I'm sorry. Let me just.
Yeah,
you've been talking bullshit all day. I've been letting you make it. Go ahead, Janae.
Y'all have got to relax in the comments. I'm not sure why we're talking about Najee Lopez in the comments when we're talking about David Benavidez. What do y'all think I'm going to say on this show? Oh, I want Najee to fight David. Why would I say something crazy like that?
He ain't ready for that yet. We're not crazy.
Because first off, that be y'all problem. Y'all don't like when we like certain guys. And I think that y'all be wanting to have us send them off on crash dummy missions. And you have to know that I'm smarter than that. Number one, there is not a time or day here anytime soon that I would ever even talk to Najee and suggest such a thing. I talked to him last night. He watched David's fight. He likes David. He thinks David is a great athlete. But y'all have got to chill. Y'all have got to chill. Y'all got to chill. Y'all got to really chill. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. Please stop bringing him up just because I happen to really like him and have championed him. He's someone I will continue to champion. But please stop. Please stop. That's
Yeah.
y'all's problem. That's the problem right there. Y'all just can't let people shine and be great and have their moment.
And work their way up. You know, Najee is not yet
Y'all are what
ready.
Errol said about Jamel. Y'all don't like when we like people because you know what? When my friends start gawking over AJ, y'all get mad.
Big man.
Y'all want to argue. I said something about a fighter the other day. Y'all got mad. At the end of the day, hey, let me come back. At the end of the day, we're still ladies. I know we come over here, we talk good boxing talk, we get y'all all entertained. We're still girls. We still have crushes and stuff. Like y'all don't get to be mean boys over here. Okay? We get to time you out, and at least we're not having those kind of shows where we're putting AJ up and everybody's like, ah. At least we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But like y'all really do, y'all get in y'all feelings when we start kind of about certain people. Y'all gotta stop. It's okay for us to, it's okay. Y'all ain't gotta hate on everybody because we like somebody. I start talking about Frank. Here come a hating ass nigga with something to say about my motherfucking brother. Like, are y'all okay? Y'all not okay. It's because y'all are boys.
Gotta chill. Gotta
Boys.
chill. Take a
Boys.
chill pill.
So the question now is what Cousin Bella said. Why can't we get Bival and Benny? That is the question. What is next for David Benavidez?
B-Ball don't want no Benny. He don't want them Benny problems. Hell, he want Canella again if he can. Canella Alvaro. He don't want no Benny problems. Who for real? Honestly, what boxer right now want Benny problems? Usyk, he a little wild, but other than that, who really wants some Benny problems for real? For real, honestly, truly.
Jai Opata say he
He
wants.
Jai on Zuffa. When you took your ass to Zuffa, you forfeited your right to get in the ring. You forfeited your choices, and let me say that your choices, your choices.
Thank you. Thank you. You have a short little man who thinks for you now. Okay. You don't get, and also, I don't know if y'all have ever heard the rumors, but they say Jai Obatai has a brain the size of a peanut. Okay. That he's not actually,
He's not smart. He's a dum dum.
he's a big dodo. Um, Yeah, so Jai, please. And David mentioned that last night. He said, well, how am I going to fight him? He said he's over there with Zupa. They said they're not doing anything with any of the sanctioning bodies. And so, like I said many shows ago, so Zupa is lying. Tell us that you're lying. Make a fight with the sanctioning body and show us that y'all are lying.
Why you always lying? That's how I feel like all the but yeah, y'all full of shit. Zufa know damn well they
Exactly.
ain't fucking with no sanctioning bodies. They told us that from the beginning. It was either get down or lay down. It's either us or them. They told us this.
They did.
Zufa, y'all ain't that job. You gonna be fighting warehouse workers. You're finna fight a man that make $38 an hour, and he's coming over here because there's a boat that he want to buy. And the Saudi said, "You know what, sir? I can give you your boat money tomorrow. All you gotta do is go in there and last couple of rounds with this man. He been in there training, sweating, taking his peptides, baby. He finna get in your shit." Then when he get done with that, even if you beat him, Ja, he gonna go back to his $38 an hour with a black eye, and he gonna go buy his boat the following week. Like I don't, Zufa, yeah, this your fault.
Okay, so if he doesn't fight Jai Opataya, and I know I'm in the minority in thinking this, but if if Turkey gets the wild hair in his ass and he decides he wants to see that fight can get made. I believe it. I just believe that.
But this is what I would say to that, Nick. We're already seeing the money dry up. The oil well is running dry. Is running very dry. Since early last year at that, we haven't gotten those small movie trailers for the fights anymore.
Because we're poor. Gas is $9.52. We cannot afford production. The Saudi said, you know what? Y'all ain't getting no oil or no movies. Fuck y'all. Deal with
Just
it.
saying.
That
Now,
was before.
Oh, sorry, friend.
No, go ahead.
Do I think that Bivol will take on the challenge? I don't see why not. He's never ducked anyone to me. Now, does he go about things a little bit funny? But there's always, little things that games people play when it comes to making these fights. Okay, fine. I would also like to see David in better beef. We can't forget him.
Well, they asked David. He said, "Who does he think he's fighting next?" And they threw some names out. He says 90% chance that he's fighting Bivol next, 75% chance that he fights Better Biev, and he said probably a 10% chance of Jai Opataya, strictly based on the fact that he signed with Zuffa. I still believe if it is a fight that Young Turkey wants to see, he will bring out the checkbook for it. I believe. So listen, Zuffa needs a big fight. That's the thing. Zuffa needs a big fight. And I know what they said, but what I keep telling y'all is that the illusion of division is rampant. The illusion that there's the sanctioning bodies over here and then there's Zuffa. Sounds good, looks good, great way to sow the division. However, the sanctioning bodies are over here, but everybody that the sanctioning bodies deal with, those promotional companies are still dealing with Turkey Al-Sheikh because they have to fight on the zone. If they ain't fighting on the zone, they over there with Zuffa and they fighting on Paramount. The thing is, all of them are going to the bank of Turkey Al-Sheikh. So if he decides he wants something to happen, he's going to go in that book and write that check. That's just what that is. It's great for us to get on here and talk about, oh, they ain't fighting him. He ain't going to fight them. Oh, they said this about him. It's great for content. But all of boxing right now is going to the same bank of Turkey Al-Sheikh. Sorry. That's just what that is. So y'all can keep acting like, except for the PBC right now, because when they do pay-per-view events, they are on Amazon Prime. But please, let's not act like PBC doesn't have events on ring cards, on Riyadh season cards, on the zone cards. The bank for boxing goes through Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's just what that is. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't disagree with that point. I'm just wanting Zuffa to eat their words that they said, you will get with our program or there will be no program. I just want them to have to eat shit pie. That's all.
And walk that back. And they will. And I won't necessarily say they have to eat shit pie, but they're going to have to walk it back. But they're still going to probably get more people to sign with Zuffa. And then it's not, what I'm saying is it's not going to happen overnight. But they have a they really feel like they're gonna take over boxing. I can't wait to see what the next 3 to 5 years looks like. I can't wait. I'm not opposed to none of this shit. I just want to see some good ass fights get made. That's all I want to see. I don't care who running what. I just want to see some good fights get made. I really could care less. Because some of these folks who we love to talk about, they claim they don't care nothing about no belts, no way. That's what they say. They say they all about the money. That's what they say. We gonna see. Because Zuffa got that money. They got that bread. They got that bread. They got it. Anyway, closing remarks. Shout out to David Benavidez for closing the show the way a headliner is supposed to close the freaking show. That was an awesome performance. I know a lot of people don't think very highly of Zerto Ramirez, but he was a unified champion. He's been in a couple of weight divisions, champion in a couple of weight divisions. He wasn't no slouch. So acting like David did something that, he just should have done, y'all can go to hell with that. That man, that was his first fight up at 200 pounds at cruiserweight, and he made a short night of him, and he did some major damage to him. So that's no easy feat. Again, take it up with your mammy. Pound for pound, number one. Proving me wrong. I'm gonna read these super chats, and then y'all can go ahead and close us out. Thank you so much. Mike Chuck 3186 with the big old 50 piece. He says, salute Queens, love from Louisiana. Appreciate the content. Thank you. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Also, we have Tevis Smith. I got Tevis. Hey, he came through with $10. He said, Zuffa just signed Opataya. They ain't about to send one of their biggest investments out there to get cooked before they get a few fights out of them. Well, that's a good point. It's a very good point. So, with that being said, I guess David's going back down to 175. Janae, you want to close us out, friend?
It was a great weekend for boxing and for the Mexican fans. To piggyback off what my friend said, y'all need to be proud to be Black. You really do. It's really nothing better. I mean, look how fine we is up here on this show. It ain't one crack in sight. You see the skin glistening and glowing. Everybody don't got this luxury. All right, smooth. All right, the light hitting the right places. Look, I got cheekbones and shit. Stop playing. Stop playing. Ain't nothing better than being Black. Y'all need to enjoy it, embrace it, have pride about yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And that's not just limited to boxing. That's y'all football players, basketball players, all of yous. All of yous.
All of yous.
But that's right. I'm gonna close the show with this. Genuinely, be proud of who you are. And if you wake up every day and look in the mirror and realize that you're a bitch ass nigga, then maybe you should change that so you can be proud of the person who's reflecting back. I'm dead serious. Like, that's some real advice. That's some really real advice. And I only say that because I love you. If you look in the mirror and you don't like your reflection, you need to think about that and work on fixing it. If you don't like the color, if you don't like what you see, fix it. Do better.
Bloop. Bloop. Go ahead, Boxiana. You want to close us out, friend?
I do. I'm writing my documentary. I'm gonna make sure I include all you guys. Every last great moment we've had over here on this show. It'll be included in my documentary. And y'all stop messing with David Benavidez. That's my word of advice. Stop, like y'all won't bet against Tank. Don't bet against David Benavidez. He is going to do what needs to be done every time. But I'll leave y'all with this. Gas is high, food is high, eggs is high, cheese is high, bills is high, rent is high. With everything being high, make sure you take a moment to just know everything is going to be okay at the end of the day. All of these things seem like they can be entirely overwhelming. It's not, y'all. I promise you. Have a little faith. If you do not have a little faith, you might want to find something to put some faith in, to have some hope. There's nothing wrong with having hope. So stay prayed up. Do what you got to do to survive, y'all, because times is hard. And put a little back, because the rainy days is coming. Make sure you prepare for your rainy day.
Boom, what my friend said. Listen, y'all, yesterday was the start of a really good boxing month for May. This week coming up, we have Fabio Wardley, and Daniel Dubois. We also have Angelo Leo and Aline down in Atlanta, and Shane Mosley Jr. versus Serhii Boachuk is also on Sunday. So yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot coming up this weekend in boxing. We will see you all. Yes, we will, Town Business. Thank you so much for bringing that up. The end of the month is going to be a banger here in Houston. Yes, we will be in the house. Yes. Y'all make
And
sure.
if you coming, if you
Friend,
coming,
please. Friend, please.
no, if you coming, if you love your man
Friend,
very much,
please.
hug him tight. Cause I've been in the lab with a pen and a pad, and the mixtape that I'm about to drop May the 30th is gonna be one in the documentary.
Y'all enjoy your week, the last few minutes of your weekend. Please have a wonderful work week. We will see you all on Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us, and we'll see y'all this Saturday. Have a great week. Bye.